Trading the New York, easy session, easy profit. Today I got home a little late, missed the start of the New York session. I walked in the door at 3:10 this afternoon, that's London time. Looked at my charts, instantly saw that there was a US dollar red news event that came out at 3 o'clock London time, and saw some entry points. Got into 4 trades. This is one of the things that I really enjoy about trading the Price Action Traders Institute strategy. It's so simple. Can walk in, look at the charts, and instantly a trade plan comes into play. You don't have to spend any long prolonged period analysing or checking things out. As soon as you look at the chart, you can see the criteria, you can see what your trade plan is, and you can take action on it if there's a trade to take, as it was today. Okay, enough of that. Let's get straight over to the charts and I'll show you the trades that I took. Okay, just home, sat down and quickly flicked through the chart, see if there's any trades to be had, and I've taken a few. I've got in on this pound US dollar. I haven't even looked at the levels yet, and I haven't even written them into my journal, so I'll quickly flick through these and show you the trades that I've taken. So I've taken the pound US dollar, taken that short on the US dollar red news candle. So that was out at 3 o'clock this afternoon. I got in this about 12 minutes past, I think it was. Approximately 12 minutes past. Australian dollar, US dollar, same with this. Just taken that. Just need to put a stop in on this. Put a stop loss in. There's 10 pips stop loss on that. Again, taking this on the US dollar red news event. US dollar, Canadian dollar. Taking this one long. Same again on the news. All that stop into place. And the New Zealand dollar, US dollar, took this one too. So that's it for now. 4 trades. Like I say, took them at, let's have a quick look. Yeah, about 12 minutes past, 13 minutes past the red news event. So I need to organise myself. Literally all I did was walked in, looked at the news calendar to see if there were any red news events, saw this red news event and thought, I'll give it a go, see how these trades work out. And that's it. I need to get myself organised now, get my journal drawn up, write these trades into my journal. So I'll pause for now and I'll be back soon with an update for you. Okay, back with an update. This US dollar, Canadian dollar, I'm going to have to punch out of this. It's just not moved out of an area that we need to see trading the strategy that we use at the Price Action Traders Institute. And by the way, if you're interested in the way that we trade, the method that we use, take a look in the description box just below this video and you'll find all the links to all of the information that you'll need. So yeah, this didn't really get moving in the direction I put in a buy on this, didn't get moving in the direction I wanted, and so I've punched out of that, losing a few pips. The other trade's still holding, so got the pound US dollar there, seen a bit of a pull back, moved back towards the entry point where I got in. Still holding now, and what I've done with these take profits, all of my take profits are set at 2 to 1. So on the pound US dollar, stop loss is 10 pips and my take profit is at 20. The Australian dollar, US dollar, still showing a bit of profit on that. Price is moving below that, held below it on that last candle, and looking for this to move down. Like I say, another 20 pip profit there. And the third trade that I'm in, New Zealand dollar, US dollar, seen this starting to move away from where I got in and towards this 80 level. Just hovering around there a little bit. Not a great deal of price action happening across the board right now. But I'm quite happy to leave these to run and see how they play out. And so the risk that I've got on these trades is very small. And I'm quite happy to let them play out. See what these trades do. Okay, I'll pause the video again for now. Just holding on to these 3 trades. I probably won't be taking any more trades this afternoon. It's just those 3 news event trades that I'm going to be hanging on to. Okay, I'll pause for now and I'll be back soon. Back with an update. Just seeing the pound US dollar move up, seeing strength in that pound. Quite a good move at the moment, but against what I had, and so I've taken a full stop on the pound US dollar, 10 pips down on that. So I'm currently down 15 pips. Changing my journal. So down 15 pips at the moment. The Australian dollar, US dollar moving down quite nicely now. In fact, I'm going to lock in 5 pips on that in case it spins around. And the New Zealand dollar, US dollar, seeing it move down through this 80 level. And so what I'm going to do here is move this down to lock in a couple of pips on this. Okay, and that's it. So just the two trades I'm holding at the moment, New Zealand dollar, US dollar, seeing it push down through that 80 level, and the Australian dollar, US dollar, moving down quite nicely, locked in 5 pips. Okay, I'll pause again, be back soon. Okay, back with an update. Just looking at these two trades that I'm holding, the Australian dollar, US dollar. You can see price came down pretty close to hitting my take profit, then pulled back and hung around for a while. Seeing this start to drop again now. It's the Australian dollar weakness that we're seeing in play. You can see the Australian dollar, Japanese yen is moving down as well. And so, getting close to hitting that take profit. I've still got 5 pips locked in on this. I'm going to leave that as it is. New Zealand dollar, US dollar, you can see price has come down below that 80 and dropping down, and this is because of the Australian dollar move. So often the New Zealand dollar follows the moves that we see the Australian dollar making. So what I'm going to do with this, I'm going to lock in, let's see how many I can get. I'm going to lock in 5 pips on this too. So worst case scenario, I'll come out finishing the day down 5 pips. I'm currently down 15 pips at the moment. So 5 pips locked on the New Zealand dollar, US dollar, 5 pips locked on the Australian dollar, US dollar. I have to pop out right now for a few minutes, but what I'll do, I'll give you an update as soon as I get back. Hopefully these two trades will have pushed right through my take profits. I'll go pause for now and I'll be back soon with an update for you. Back to have a quick look at these charts, see how these trades are playing out. So Australian dollar, US dollar, very, very close to hitting that take profit at 20 pips. New Zealand dollar, US dollar starting to move down now. So just looking at this, it looks like we've got some strength kicking in on the US dollar, which is pushing these down. The Australian dollar's not doing a great deal at the moment. So yeah, we're seeing US dollar strength, Japanese yen weakness, which is moving that. The Australian dollar doesn't seem to be doing a great deal, but that US dollar strength is pushing this down, and this one too. So what I think I'll do, 19.5 and 16.2, that'll do. I'm out of those trades now. Giving myself a little profit to start the month off with. I'll pause the video for now and I'll be back to do a summary of these trades in a little while. So here's a roundup of the trades that I took this afternoon. All 4 of these trades were taken on the US dollar red news event that happened at 3 o'clock in the afternoon here in London. It wasn't a fast moving, big moving news event, but it gave me enough to manage to pull a bit out of the market. If you're interested in seeing some of those big moving red news events, I'll put a link up here for you to have a look at, or link into some of the other videos that show you the fast moving red news events and how we trade those. Anyway, going through these, US dollar, Canadian dollar, -5. I punched out of that. Price didn't move out of an area we needed it to. Pound US dollar, -10. Took a full stop on that. Australian dollar, US dollar, punched out of that when price reached the 20, and that's +20, and New Zealand dollar, US dollar, taking 16 pips on that, giving me a total of +21 pips today. Okay, I'll close this down now and I'll be back soon with another video. Please remember to hit subscribe and click on the bell and you'll get the heads up as and when I post. Thanks very much.